You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' peeps? Welcome back to the channel, Zach Lesage here. Today we're going to be going over Gengar VMAX versus Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX. I was lucky enough to play some tabletop gameplay with my pal PJ from the Shuffle Squad. We try to cover it every single Thursday on the Shuffle Squad Shuffle Showdown live stream, so be sure to check that out or stay tuned on my Twitter to learn more about that. That being said, the lists are in the description, and we are going to jump into some gameplay, so let's see exactly how this matchup goes. Yeah, what do you want to call, PJ?
I will call heads today. I'm feeling heads.
Heads? That is a tails, unfortunately.
Ooh, okay.
So
okay.
I will go first with the Gengar deck.
We'll do a little low to the ground early starter tips here as we go too. So again, what you'd want to do is make sure you have a basic Pokemon in your hand of 7, and at that point, if you do not, that's where we're going to hit a mulligan. And as you can see here, I am playing with proxies because I have so many decks built behind me. This is a good way to play with some friends. If you're not going to get super competitive just yet and you don't want to buy all the cards, you can always print them out and put them on top of energy cards, which are readily available. But I do not have any basic Pokemon, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle my deck. Also, if you want to see any of the deck lists that we're playing, it should be in the comment section, I'm sorry, the description section eventually, but you can also type in the chat, in the live chat, if you do ! Ice Rider, ! Zacian, and ! Gengar. You should be able to pull those lists up there too.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, this is my newest take on Gengar. I know, I don't want to be like the default Gengar guy, but I put a lot of thought. I actually spent a couple hours working on this list for my previous list, so it's my most updated version of this deck, so I'm really hyped to see how it plays out. Also, if your opponent ever mulligans in real life, it's always good just to mark what your opponent has up here, just so that you don't want to draw them, because you can only draw your mulligans all at once. So you got a basic and we're good to go?
Oh yeah, we're all set. I'm gonna move my prize cards down. So it's always, another important thing to know is that you don't want to put your prize cards out before you're done shuffling and get a basic Pokemon. I see a lot of players do that in real life, that they, when they're starting, they start to put their prize cards out before they even have a basic Pokemon, and it's proper etiquette and how you play the game is you wait till you have a basic Pokemon before putting out prizes. But I am good to go. Zach will flip this over and get going.
Sounds good. So 4, 5, okay, perfect. So I'm going to draw a card for my turn. Really not what I'm looking for here, unfortunately. But you want to know what? That's okay. I am going to go ahead and put a Path to the Peak in play.
Okay.
So I find, like, even if your deck plays Path to the Peak, I'm not entirely sure about your variant, because we see Ice Riders with and without Path nowadays.
Exactly.
I'm going to go ahead and play my Path out just in case you play it. And maybe you play a single Crobat or something like that. I would have liked to see more Houndour. That's really the biggest struggle with these single strike decks is, can you get a bunch of Houndour out on the first turn? Can you get your Gengars out on the first turn? I didn't get either out. I just got a Houndour. I'm just going to go Hiding Darkness Energy, attach it to Houndour, and then I'm going to pass my turn to you.
Perfect. And yeah, I mean, the Houndour aspect of any single strike deck is really what those decks rely on as the main engine driving all of the energy acceleration out of the deck. And I feel like Gengar is one of those weird decks where it doesn't necessarily have to rely on it as much. So having just the one is still pretty scary, coming from somebody who's playing the VMAX on the other side, because I know that you can just do Gmax Swallow Up or Gmax Wallow Up and just knock me out. So I'm going to go in with a quick ball, discarding my Path to the Peak, and we're going to try and search through the deck here just to see what I've got. I unfortunately don't have the best hand in the world, but I am going to go ahead because I know that you're a setup deck, so I think I'm going to go and get a Suicune V into play just to set something up. Got the Sobble here. We're going to shuffle up pretty good.
It's a good thing about the Keep Calling Sobble, if you don't really have too much going on, that you can definitely kind of wiggle your way out of it.
Oh yeah. I think what I'll do is I'm just going to put an air balloon onto the Suicune on the bench, and then we're going to research away this hand, and unfortunately we have to get rid of the VMAX Calyrex here, but we're going to go in and draw 7 new cards. 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. much better hand. Sometimes you might have some resources in your hand, like we saw we discarded the boss's order, the other research, but it's almost better to just get a better hand. I'm gonna go ahead and just attach to the Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX. I'm gonna bench another Sobble, and then
Your path. Is your discarded path just in place so you can see what it is?
oh yes, yep, discarded the path with the quick ball earlier. Yep, and then I am just going to chill here for now and pass to you.
Perfect. I will pick up for my turn. So I do have a Houndour in my hand, which is pretty good. How many cards are in your hands?
Right now I have 4 cards in hand.
4, okay. Yeah, you wanna know what I think I need to get set up, so I'm gonna go Professor's Research, discard, 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 discard. Gengar can go through a little bit more resources than a typical single strike deck.
Right.
So there's 7. Let's see what we can get going on here. Wow, apparently it's gonna be some real struggles here. Oof. So I didn't get an additional energy or anything else like that. Or another Houndour. So I'm gonna use my single strike Roar. Actually, do I want to go for the knockout on your active? If you knock out my Houndour, I feel pretty gross. But like, I'm not gonna send up a Gengar to get knocked out. You wanna know what? I'm gonna actually power up with Houndoom, choosing the active. I'm gonna try to get a knockout. So doing this. I haven't got a chance to search through my deck thoroughly, so I really don't know what I have chilling in the prize cards. We're gonna check out the single strike energy situation, the Houndour situation, the Gengar VMAX situation. Now this is a bit of a risky play, and I do take 20 damage. So I'm really hoping that PJ does not knock me out, but what am I gonna do? Leave this in the active and get knocked out anyways? Or send this up in the active to get knocked out? So sometimes you're put between a rock and a hard place when it comes to playing Pokemon. It's game 1, right? So we'll see.
It is game 1. And I like how I have the mistranslated Sobbles on here. It actually has the attack, which was translated to rally him up instead of keep calling. And I always find that funny when I play with these proxy decks. I'm like, oh, rally him up. Wait a minute, that's not what it's supposed to be. But you know, it's kind of funny every once in a while you see somebody play with a proxy that is mistranslated when you're trying to get out of a brand new set that isn't released yet. So these were printed.
They look like real cards.
Right. Yeah, my printer did a great job. I feel...
the printer working overtime.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Houndoom knockout with Darkness Fang for 70 damage.
Yep. So we're gonna get that out of there. I will promote the Suicune with the air balloon on it, and then hope for a great top deck here, because that's really what we're gonna need. So not terrible. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and use Evolution Incense. Search the deck here. Alright, I have a couple of resources that I can use. 30 for each. Okay. I'm gonna go get the Ice Rider Calyrex. Then I will evolve. Going to attach here, manually retreat, and then I'm just going to use Max Lance, discarding 1 energy to do 130 damage to your active to knock it out, to take my first prize.
I'm going to start off by playing an Urn of Vitality away, a single strike energy. Trying to see if there's anything else. You could always kind of go in with these multi-action turns, try to make it happen, but I actually am going to go back into the deck. I'm going to go for an Evolution Incense for a Gengar VMAX. Because that might be kind of helpful. So not the craziest start that I wanted. I mean, your start seems a little bit more good.
It's a little bit more solidified here, but it was definitely a great move trying to get any of your energy accelerators out of play to kind of leave your Gengar stranded.
Yeah. gonna put a Crobat down. Obviously, I can't use Dark Asset. I'm gonna switch into Crobats. So that's gonna be my sacrifice Pokemon. I'm gonna go Marnie.
Okay. Do the old shuffle, pop it underneath. Draw 4.
I will take 5. Let's hope we get some Houndours, some energy. Apparently, it's gonna be a bit of a struggle today. Quick ball away Path, because Path ain't gonna matter here too much. Gonna grab another Houndour. So I'm trying to get some attacks off. The only issue is the number of damage that I do to the Ice Rider. It's that next turn I can attach Single Strike with Single Strike Roar, attachment from my hands. I can only do 310 next turn, so it's a bit of a gross turn. I'm just gonna pass.
Okay. I'll draw for turn here. We're gonna go in with Capacious Bucket now and take a look how many energy cards I have. Okay, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, and I will be going back into the deck here. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Evolution Incense and get a Drizzile. The Drizzile I will evolve onto the Sobble to go in and get a Melanie. So I'm just leaving all the cards here so everybody at home can see that. If you're watching on YouTube right now, you can see exactly what I'm doing. I know PTCGO is a little bit different to watch because you see every action and all the plays happen for you digitally, but playing with in real life cards and having tabletop gameplay, I'm sure, is a little bit different to watch. You know, we don't have the big bad cameras that TPCI would have if you were at a regional or anything like that. We're just playing it with some webcams right now. So I had the 2 energy from Bucket. We got the Shady Dealings to get the Melanie here. I'm going to go ahead and use Melanie on the active to attach here. Draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and bench a Sobble.
Sure.
Then attach active, and then I'm going to use Max Lance here, discarding 2 energies to knock out your Crobat to take 2 prize cards.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one heck of a top deck to make this happen. I still think I need to. Why? To send up a Houndour.
Yeah. You hate to see it. I know that, you know, we're both competitive players, but you hate to see the person on the other side of the table just not have anything, just draw that dead hand and struggle. I mean, unless of course you're at a larger tournament and you really just need that winning
if you're winning in for day 2 of a regionals, you love to see it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is a pretty sad sight. So I'm just gonna power up the Gengar. Actually, you know what? I think it's at this point. We could play it out. I don't see any reasonable way that I'm going to win this game. So I'm going to concede this game, and we'll just jump into the next one. I think this one's a little too far gone.
Okay.
I'm gonna go first this game. You're
gonna try to go first?
Yeah, we're gonna try to go first. We'll try it again.
All right, and there's a mulligan already. So so you're doing better. You got an extra card.
We might really need it. We'll see how it goes. I feel like Gengar doesn't need a lot, but sometimes it's just like, I feel like these single strike decks we get just poor hands and just random starts. Yeah. So it's all good. We'll see how it ends up playing out. If you want to mulligan a few more times,
yeah. Listen, I'll try, man. I gotta help you out here. So let's see. We got 7 cards, and we did get a basic Pokemon. So
okay, so I'll pick up my.
We're
extra.
in it.
It's a good card. I like that card.
All right, and away we go.
Okay, I'll pick up for my turn. We'll start off with a Path. Hiding Dark Energy, and yep, that's what we got going on. No Houndour.
All right. E. All right, here we go. We'll draw for turn. Okay. It's not awful. I'm gonna use a quick ball here, discarding a water energy. Go into the deck. We're gonna get an Ice Rider.
Yeah, looks like
Reshuffle.
I still feel okay. Just play down a bunch of Pokemon V and VMAX.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to avoid here. So I'm going to use Melanie here and attach to the Ice Rider. Draw 3, 2, 3. It's okay. I'll manually attach to the Ice Rider, and then I too will play down a path to the peak, but I can't play that down.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I totally forgot that you had it.
Okay.
I was thinking of last game. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll pass for now, hoping that you don't have the other energy. JK, LOL. Sometimes you make those IRL plays when you don't play for a while.
Quick Ball, Houndour. I'm gonna look through my decks. Oops, I almost dropped the card. I kind of like what I see here. It seems okay. But I definitely need Houndour out. That's big facts.
Need the boy. The child. Speaking of which, has anyone caught that new Star Wars series that came out?
I know nothing about Star Wars, PJ.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know about Pokemon.
I know a thing or two.
You see these dogs in your yard? Like,
there we go. We got the dogs in the yard. Bing bong.
Yeah, bing bong, and we got the energy. Bing bong.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
So we're
You're doing things. Things are happening.
So I'm gonna go for this spice play. I'm
Okay.
gonna quick ball away an Urn of Vitality.
Yep.
Search my deck for a Crobat, and before PJ thinks that Zach's terrible right now, and then I'm gonna bench a Crobat and.
Listen, I know that you're not gonna bench a Crobat and try to use Dark Asset.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, is Zach gonna bench it?" I'm gonna go Tower of Darkness, bumping my own path. Now I can use Crobat to draw 4.
Woo.
Quick ball away a Hiding Darkness energy, and then I'm gonna get the Houndour. So my turn 2 is definitely making up for my turn 1. That was a little bit a lack thereof.
It was a little sussy.
Yeah, a little not great, but that's okay. You wanna know what? We're getting a turn 2 knockout on board, right? And
yes.
I'm set up for a turn 3 knockout right on you back, and I don't think you're necessarily gonna get a knockout on me. So I have some ways to make this happen. So I feel okay about that. So we're gonna knock out the Sobble that goes down.
Mm-hmm. Sobble's out. Here comes the Ice Rider. Let's see. Praying for top deck. Praying for top deck. Here we go. That is not what you want to see. You know what? I'm gonna put a path down.
Yep.
I will use my busted proxy boss's order on your Crobat, because I know that you can't excel with Houndour to it, just in case you wanted to retreat. And then I'm just gonna hit it with Pierce for 40, just because I'm feeling frisky here.
Evolve, attach, 20, switch, and I'm going to take the win.
And there it is. Okay,
So
on to game. And that's the power of Gengar. So when you get the full setup, you can get the experience of how Gengar actually works.
Exactly. So what are you gonna call for game 3, PJ? Are you gonna go first or second?
I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Let's see if we can go win-loss-win here.
let's hope that we could go loss win win. That's
loss.
yeah, no. Okay, let's see what we got.
Okay, I didn't mulligan this time, so that's a positive. Oh, okay, so we got one mulligan. We'll mark it over here with the dice.
Let's try to get a basic Pokemon. That'd be kind of hot.
My hand is not terrible.
Okay. For a second, I thought you said that your hand was nuts, and I'm like, ooh, yeah.
I mean, my hand is.
Don't worry, I'm making it real. I'm making it real easy for you.
Oh wow, that's a double mulligan.
Double mulligan.
10-yard foul. We got sticks. I just finished my deck. Which deck did you finish? Did you start building an in real life deck? Zach, let me ask you this. I'll ask. Oh, did you mulligan? Is that time. 3?
Yeah.
Woo!
What were we gonna ask, PJ? What's up?
Woo! I was gonna say, if you were to recommend to anybody watching the YouTube channel right now, what is probably the easiest deck to obtain? To if you're gonna go out and play with friends in real life, what would you suggest as a first competitive deck in the meta that we have right now in this economy?
Easily Turbo Zacian. Easily Turbo Zacian. I think that's it's a cheap deck in real life and online, so you can build both copies up. Like I think honestly, if you went with a crisp $50 bill, and you're like, how do I split this up to have this deck in real life and online? I think it's feasible. Yeah. Which I don't think any other game can really do that, as far as I'm concerned. To have it's currently ranked top 5 for like the past month or so. In format, so it's not the best deck in the format. I think it's not Mew, but you're not paying Mew prices either. I have a basic, by the way. I got some of those things.
Oh, finally, we got there. All right, I will take my 3 mulligans here. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. And we are on to game number 3. And I am going first, so I'll draw my card for turn. I'm going to put a path down. Attach an energy here. Put an Ice Rider on the bench. And then I will pass to you, Zach.
Okay, sounds good. I'm going to pick up for my turn. I'm going to put Tower of Darkness in play, bumping your path.
Okay.
Hiding Darkness Energy on Gengar. Quick Ball away a boss's orders. Search my deck for a Crobat. I'm going to go with Evolution Incense as well. So what I'm looking for here is, well, I'm trying to find a little bit of everything, but seeing if I prize any single strike energies, seeing where my Houndour are at, stuff like that.
Gotcha. Yeah, you always want to check the engines first for your deck, then any other specific cards to the matchup. I know it's easier on PTCGO because all the cards are sorted out for you when you go in and check your deck. But in real life, it's a little bit more difficult. But those are obviously the 2 things you want to pay attention to first, is whatever makes your deck work, number 1, and then the pertinent cards to the matchup.
I'll use Crobat now that path's bumped for 4.
Sure. Now, Zach, are you playing VIP Pass in this?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Quick Ball away a path because it doesn't matter in this matchup for a Houndour. See what else we can get going on here. I think I could grab what's it called? I think I could definitely grab something off this tower. So I'm gonna tower it up.
Styx is also asking in chat, do you prefer PTCGO or playing in real life? I mean, I prefer in real life 1,000 times over PTCGO. Not that it's not a great way to play, but it is not my preferred method. I guess I'll leave it at that.
Research away a Houndoom, Gengar, Crobat boss.
Ooh. Now we're getting aggressive.
Unfortunately, we need to be in this matchup. Houndour, Gengar. Retreat into a Crobat. Pass.
All right. I'm gonna draw for turn. Okay, I'm going to evolve into Ice Rider and use Evolution Incense in the deck here. Let's take a look at what we got. This is really the first time I'm going into the deck to look at anything. Let's do one more look through.
Sure.
Okay. I can make this happen. Alright, I'm gonna get a Ice Rider Calyrex out of the deck as well. I have my benched Ice Rider, which I'm gonna evolve also. Just because I don't want you to snipe it and knock it out. Because I know that Gengar, the build that we have, doesn't play the Umbreon VMAX that snipes.
Yeah.
So you do play a little bit heavier of a count of actual boss in the deck, so boss's orders. So I don't want that to be a thing. So we're gonna go ahead, discard that, and I also will be a little aggressive. I'm gonna put a path into play here to knock your Tower of Darkness, and then it's unfortunate, but I'm gonna have to be aggressive also. And I kind of thought this through before. So research, we're gonna research our hand away. I'm gonna draw 7 new cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Totally fine. Alright. So I'm going to quick ball away an Evolution Incense, go into the deck, find a Sobble.
Sure. Yeah, it's that was a decent turn for you.
It wasn't so bad. Well, let's see what happens here. I'm gonna go ahead and use Max Lance and discard both energy cards here to take a knockout on your Crobat. Take 2 prize cards.
Sure.
And we're smooth sailing right now.
Okay, I'll pick up for my turn. That path is really, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because I have both my Crobats in my discard pile. Great Ball. For a Gengar, yeah, this is really not what I wanted to see. The tower was really what was holding me together, and I mean, this Gengar deck was working real well earlier today. It's the
Yeah.
the fabled story of, I swear this deck worked, bro.
I know it worked. I know it worked.
I'm gonna go ahead here. I mean, I still have moves. I'm gonna go ahead and attach that for my turn. Hit you for 60 damage. You're asleep.
Yep, and we will flip for the sleep. Man, it feels good to flip to see if I'm asleep. And that is a heads. Alright, I'm awake. Let's see if I can pull this up. I'm going to go into the deck, use a level ball, just to thin out the deck a little bit more. As they say, thinning is winning. We're going to get the Drizzile as I drop my cards on the table here. And then reshuffle. Even though I'm going to play down the Drizzile using Shady Dealings, go into the deck for a Melanie.
Well, Well, it's,
Hopefully.
I'm real hoping that you missed. I was really hoping that you weren't going to be able to attack. I'm still hoping you're able to attack.
We're gonna see what happens here, because if I don't get an energy off of this Melanie, not looking too hot. Okay, so we're gonna attach the Melanie from discard to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. Got a real big hand here. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I'll attach an air balloon active.
Sure.
Retreat manually. Then I'm gonna play Fan of Waves and put your Hiding Darkness at the bottom of your deck.
Sure. All right. Is there anything else that you're doing?
And that's it. I'm gonna pass my turn to you.
Okay, let's see what we can get here. Ooh, that was a decent top deck. So I'm gonna quick ball away Gengar because I don't necessarily need that. I'm going to put this Houndour over there. This might be everything that I need to kind of. Oh, I'm gonna be going back in one more time, I think.
Sure. I feel like now we actually have a game between us. It's a little bit of back and forth here.
Urn of Vitality, I only have the one in there. So we're gonna go shuffle that into the deck. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a game going on here. Catch for my turn, research, pitch away the path. So, what?
Wow.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna switch into Houndour.
Okay, okay.
No Evolution Incense, Great Ball, Gengars. It's okay.
Oh, it's unfortunate.
Everything's going
All right.
fine. Everything's going fine, everybody.
Everything.
So no matter what you do, sometimes when you're playing Pokemon, it's gonna you're gonna have games that happen like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass my turn.
All right. I will draw. I think I'm just gonna attach here, and then pass my turn for now, and leave the Drizzile active.
Okay. I will pick up for my turn. Alright, starter has 320 HP, right?
It does.
I'm gonna attach another single strike because apparently that's all I got going for me. Switch.
Yep.
Oh, I don't want to discard this one. Let's go research.
Sure.
Gengar VMAX. Houndoom. Great Ball. Houndoom. I'm going to be going back into my deck. Evolution Incense. And I'm going to fail the search.
Got it.
So I just want to double check that that I was looking for was in there. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use Fear and Panic for a lot of damage on your active.
Yep. Too much damage. Alright. And it's unfortunate that all of your energy was attached manually for me, because now you have no damage counters on you to put you to where I want you to be. Alright, I'll draw for turn, and I'm going to go in with a level ball. We're going to search for another Sobble.
Yep.
So hard shuffling a smaller deck.
Oh yeah.
When it gets down to like 20 cards in there. Alright, at this point, I think the best idea is just to Marnie, based on my hand here. We're gonna play the Marnie, draw 5, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Alright, bench another Sobble. I'm gonna thin the deck with Capacious Bucket.
Yeah, this is a weird kind of interaction now because you're gonna...
Yeah. I'm gonna play another bucket.
Okay.
This time, I'm just gonna go in for 1.
Sounds good. I'm just debating on what attack you could shoot. Well, I mean, you could either go Max Lance or Ice or Ride of the High King. You're not getting the knockout either way. It might be actually better for you to go.
Right. Might, I mean, will Ride do more is the question. So I think what I'll do is I'm gonna manually attach to the Ice Rider here.
Yep.
And then Max Lance, because I know that a knockout is obviously on the table for me. So I'm just gonna Max Lance for the 250.
Yep.
Again, not that it matters. We're gonna do 250 and get rid of all of that and see where we're at now.
So there's 230.
Looks like someone in chat asked how long have we been playing Pokemon for?
I'll let you start that off, PJ.
I was gonna say I've been playing since base set, which is back in the 90s, right, Zach? It's been so long I forget exactly what year it was, but base set all the way through Neo Genesis, I believe I played, and at the competitive level I was playing, but I was also a smaller child at that point, and then throughout adolescence growing up, I got back into the game probably around like Lost Thunder era, which is still Sun and Moon, and got back into the competitive scene, and then so on and so forth, and here we are on the Shuffle Squad playing against the likes of Zach Lesage, who is a very accomplished player on the team. So
yeah,
Zach,
I've been playing since 05. That was the first year that I got my World's Championship invite, and I really haven't stopped since. So playing on a professional level, most recently the 2020 Players Cup 2 champion, 2020 Oceania International Championship runner-up. So it's one of those things where COVID's kind of taken a bit of a hiatus on Pokemon because there hasn't been an official event in, 6 months now?
Exactly.
But now I just run the biggest events in the game, the unofficial ones, because there's not really anything else going on. So
yeah, that's what we got.
I don't know what to do here. My top decks keep on getting awkward. We're going to go ahead and hit you for... How much am I doing? I'm doing your 120, 180. Okay, so I'm going to go for GMAX follow-up for the knockout.
Okay. There we go. There's 3 prize cards. Hopefully they help you out here. I'll bring up my undamaged Ice Rider. Draw for turn. Attach energy manually. Let me look through my discard pile here just to see what we've got to play around with. Alright. So... I think I'm gonna Pal Pad. Go in and put Melanie. Melanie and Research sound good right now. Both of those would be good to hit. These both back in my thin deck. See if we can get a good shuffle out of it. Alright, and then I will use Ride of the High King, which will take the knockout here.
Okay, yeah.
So take 3 prize cards off of the Gengar VMAX.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate here for me. We're gonna go like this. We're gonna try our best.
Okay. Sometimes you just gotta swing for the fences here.
Urn of Vitality.
Longer than you have lived.
I'm gonna get them both by
Nice.
putting those there, and I'll shuffle the deck in a second.
I gotcha. I trust you, Zach. I trust you.
I mean, yeah, so unfortunately for me, it would have been very obtainable for me to get the knockout here. If my other Gengar VMAX was not in there.
Oh no.
Which puts me in a real awkward position. I'm going to attach a Hiding Darkness energy here. I'm going to hit you to make you asleep for 100 damage.
Gotcha.
I just have to hope.
Hope and pray here. All right.
Yeah,
so let's get the die out. And that is a 4. So
yeah.
I am awake. So that unfortunately is the game. I did have Drizzile in hand just in case you did something funky and got me out. So I could hopefully pull something where I could boss up one of your dogs.
Sounds
your doggos. But that is the game. So Ice Rider does take the win here. 2 games out of 3, best of 3. So I think we'll take a quick break. I'm going to use the restroom real fast, and then I'll hop back in with...
And just like that, PJ was able to take the dub. Gengar's a little bit inconsistent, and it's one of those things where I do have some ideas to change this deck up a little bit more. It's always a work in progress with some of these decks, but the deck did perform pretty well, so stay tuned for more content regarding this deck and other decks on the channel. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch up with all y'all later. Peace out, and have yourself a great day. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.